I wanted to treat myself a little bit with oil pastels. I've been meaning to retry oil pastels. My only experience with oil pastel was in high school or elementary school when they made us use them cheap pastels that are waxy, hard to smudge. It has a swatch sheet, which is unusual. Oop, they got it a little banged up. Ew. Very sticky, gooey, melted oil coming out of this. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. I won't know exactly how to use oil pastel, but I'm very excited to play with them. I get bored with my art and I just kind of want to play with something and look at all the pretty colors. So I guess I'm just going to use this like a mixed media paper that I have. It's sort of blue tone. So if you are on Patreon, you might have seen this is my very first attempt and it was okay and I learned a little bit but not a lot. And I might use this picture in my sketchbook because this will give me the opportunity to kind of play with the white pastel again. And also like botanicals I feel like are very forgiving when it comes to, you know, abstract mark making. I feel like you'd sort of understand what I'm going for. Although this is not going to be the most accurate skeleton just because I don't have a perfect photo reference for this. So it's just going to look the way it looks and hopefully it looks like a skeleton laying in the grass a little bit. These are nothing at all like the oil pastels that they made us use in high school or elementary or whenever it was, which was a medium that I never really liked, partially because of this part where people will most likely be rubbing their fingers against paper and I really don't like the friction. I'm not laying very much down right now, and these can go on pretty thick, but I'm being kind of conservative. I guess for no reason, I can go on a little thicker. That's one thing that I really like about watercolor is that it's very tidy. You can take it with you anywhere as long as you have a little bit of water and a paper towel. You can kind of just use it, pretty much. And you can use it without making a mess everywhere. And you can use it without taking a lot of different colors. I'm going to use a paper towel for this. And so you can tell that I have a bit of a watercolor mindset because I'm sort of like, I'm leaving the whites and adding shadows and stuff and sort of working into the negative. Or the fun part about the pastels is supposed to be that I may not have to do that. So using pastels for the first time, there was like a lot more back and forth with me than I think for people who actually knew how to use pastels, because I don't really know how to use pastels at all. Because I don't have the established game plan. I don't really like that it gets on my hands. It's probably not a good idea to get it on my hands. That's fun. I do have some of these paper stumps, although I find that they just kind of scratch stuff off a little bit. See? This is a lot more colorful than I expected. So let's add some greenery here. From within. That's cool. I guess I'm trying to get a little bit... Whoa, this one's a little harder than the other ones. It's almost the same color even. I'm trying to get into this idea of trust, that I could do background stuff first, knowing that I should be able to paint on top of it. This one's very soft. I think the mood of the skeleton is like, it's the end of a hard week. Maybe it's like the end of a shift when your boss tells you, oh, can you stay another 2 hours? But they wait until the last 5-10 minutes to like ask you when you're already kind of in that, hell no, I've been looking forward to going home for the last 45 minutes. I'm ready. I'm here. I'm going home. But you have to stay. It's kind of like overextended, a little used, and you didn't really get a whole lot out of it. You don't get paid enough, you know. Your hard work has been rewarded with more work. All I just want to do right now is just sit and look at a bug, identify some plants, look at the ocean, do literally nothing related to what you've been doing all week. But you're just too tired. There's nothing left for you. That's this skeleton guy. We'll see. We'll see. If this will just make mud. Because these are very thick. This one, coral, this is a nice, it wants to be on the paper. I feel like the background is still just a little bit too blue. There's not a lot of oranges in this set. It just goes from straight to yellow to red-orange. Play with these. It's so squishy and soft. I love that it just goes on, but it's still very, you know, it's still very abstract. I think what I really hated is the fact that it is just really hard for me, maybe not for everyone, to sort of make fine detailed images, because like when we're young we're sort of told that the ultimate goal in art is to make everything look realistic and perfect, and I guess it isn't until I'm an adult and seeing the dimension in the paint and thinking like, oh man, that must be a really nice texture to feel, and it is a nice texture to feel, and thinking that is something that I actually really wish that I could try, especially after a week of having to be perfect. I just want to lay on the ground and look at a bug. Almost forgot our little lady. A ladybug in here, or how to convey that it's a ladybug. There we go. I'm just trying to make the top match the bottom a little bit more. So right now it's just not. That's pretty good.